Welcome to this video, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to get a lot of volume in your hair by using very small amount of styling product. With this technique, it will feel a lot better, it will look a lot more natural, but it will still last you all day because we're mainly relying on a blow dryer and a technique rather than styling products. You're gonna need few things for this. You're gonna need a blow dryer that is half decent, you don't need the best, a comb. Just to keep things simpler, I'm not using a round brush or anything, I'm using a comb and a styling product. I'm using a blow drying paste only because I had one, but most of the men's styling products will work. Any of those styling clays and paste with satin and matte finish would work. Only things that won't work are gels and pomades, so anything oily and shiny, that's not gonna work. Now finally, a hairspray. You don't really need a hairspray, but it is helpful. It can freeze your style into a place and make it last a bit longer. Let's get started. And sorry in advance for the resting bitch face. I'll try to smile a bit more in the next videos. Now, I've already shampooed and conditioned my hair. For oily hair, you might have to do 2 to 3 shampoos depending on how oily they are and 1 conditioner. And for fine hair, I'll say don't do too much conditioning, keep the conditioner away from your roots. And you want to towel dry your hair as much as you can. You want to get it as dry as you can with the towel. Next step is the styling product. So you need about this much. Because it's a bit weak product, I'm gonna double it up and then you move it onto your fingers, or you can start with the fingers. Don't do what I've done, just keep it onto your fingers and spread it like that. You wanna start applying from the back and make your way forward. That way it will be distributed more evenly. Otherwise you end up using most of it in your fringe and you got nothing at the back or in the middle. Once you're done with that, you can use the residue for your side bits so they stay in control just like rest of your hair, especially if there is a bit of length there. Before we start blow drying, you can use this trick if your hair is still a little bit wet. So usually it'll have a nozzle on it. Take the nozzle off and maybe set it to high flow and medium heat, and then put your head down and try to hit that area. You basically want to hit the scalp. So the drier the scalp is, the more volume we'll have. It's an optional thing, but if your hair is too thick or too long, it's probably a good idea. Alright, so now the nozzle comes on and we get started. I wear my hair into this direction, but I'm gonna start by combing into the opposite direction. And then I'm gonna start from the back, making my way to the front with a blow dryer. It's safe to start with medium heat and medium flow, and then you can go up if you feel like. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just blow drying it inwards. Go over it maybe 2-3 times, but the important thing you need to notice that my blow dryer and my comb is in sync, so my blow dryer follows the comb. Once you've done that, we're gonna take the same section starting from the back and blow dry it backwards. I know it seems like a lot of work, but that's what it takes. So you want to take maybe 2 inches wide section and make your way forward inch by inch. So each time you want to go an inch forward. I would say you can even do 3 sections if you're a bit lazy. It will still work. So you also want to notice my blow dry is not that far away from the hair and the comb, but you can only do it when the nozzle is on. Don't try to do it with the nozzle off. And now we're gonna move on to the next section. In this tutorial, we're gonna do it in 3 parts. So this is the second part. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did on that side. Blow dry everything back. I want you to notice everything that I'm doing. So the nozzle is really close to the hair and the comb, and it follows it. And I'm trying to hit the roots. I'm trying to almost hit the scalp. So no, don't burn yourself, but try to hit the scalp as much as you can, because that's where your volume is gonna come out. So the drier the scalp is, the more volume you're gonna get. And that's your second section done. So it doesn't take really that long and it's not that hard. And you will get fast at it. Once you've done it a few times, it'll become easier. You might not even have to take that many sections I'm taking. So this last section is exactly like the first one. We are blow drying it inwards, starting from the back, making a way forward, working neat and keeping the blow dryer and the comb in a sync. Make few passes and then move on to drying it backwards. So I'm starting the section from the back just like before. Even if you're gonna wear it to the side, it's good to go backwards because you can get more stretch out of the hair and get some volume. See, I'm gonna actually stretch the front area as well, so get the maximum stretch and maximum volume out of it. And that's pretty much it. And now I'm gonna just turn the heat off and cool the hair down. So when the heat was on, our hair was moldable, so we could stretch it, we could get the volume out of it. What this cooling process does is it freezes the hair into its place, so it stays exactly the way we've done it. So before we put any product in or we go away, we need to make sure it's cooled and it's sealed, because we don't want to lose any of the volume that we worked so hard for. Let's check out the hair now. We haven't even used the spray yet, but it's holding itself. It looks nice, it looks natural. It doesn't have any annoying feel that you get from styling products. Before I use any hairspray, I'm gonna adjust my hair roughly where I need it to be. I usually style it towards the back and then slightly go to the right side. To make it a bit natural, I make it a little imperfect. Pull that fringe a bit down or something. With the hairspray, you want to cover your eyes and then extend your arm as far as you can. So we're doing exact opposite what we did with the blow dryer. You want to be as far as you can and then press that nozzle fully down. That will give you a nice mist in case of concentrated spray, and it won't form any clots and it'll be less visible in your hair. And now you can adjust them a tiny bit. So you should adjust them before, but even after you spray, you still have slight flexibility, so you can adjust them a tiny bit, but you won't be able to change too much. You could also just take your styling product and use it after the blow dryer and style and adjust and do whatever you need to. You already have the volume. Or you could do both. It's up to you, like how much hold do you want and how much time you have. But if you use just hairspray, people will think your hair just naturally look like that and they just sit that way. If you like that look, then just stick with the hairspray and avoid, or maybe just tiny bit of product. I mean, it's all up to you. It's all good. Like, you can try all these things and see what works for you. Let me know in the comments what worked for you, and also let me know if something was impractical and didn't work for you. I'm in for a 7-minute video. Even if you can take 1 or 2 tips out of it, that's not a total loss. And also let me know what else you would like to see, what kind of videos you would like me to make. I'm fairly new here, so I'm open for suggestions. I would also like to especially thank the people who already subscribed and liked my previous video and commented on it, or even if you just watched it. I want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you. I'll try to raise the quality of the content every time and try to be more frequent. And thank you for watching this video as well, and I'll see you next time.